Dear friends, welcome to Quest for Knowledge. In today's session, we are going to learn Python pickling and unpickling. So let's begin today's video. So when we talk about Python pickling, it is the process to convert Python objects into byte streams. As we already discussed various kind of Python objects in earlier videos. And when we talk about Python unpickling, it is the reverse process of pickling. That is, in unpickling, we convert the byte stream that was generated through pickling back into Python objects. So using the concept of Python pickling and unpickling, we can save the state of any object in a file, right? Python pickling is also known as serialization and unpickling is also known as deserialization, right? So this is the diagram showing the process of Python pickling and Python unpickling. When we talk about Python pickling, as we have discussed earlier, it is the process in which we convert Python object into a byte stream. Then we save this byte stream into a file or database. After saving the particular object, this particular Python object has been pickled. Now the state of this particular Python object has been saved. So this particular process is Python pickling. And when we do the reverse process, that is unpickling, we extract the byte stream from a saved file or database. Then we convert the byte stream into a Python object. Now we can read the state of this particular object that has been pickled earlier. So using the concept of Python pickling or Python unpickling, we can save the state of particular object into a file or database, and later in different file or in different Python script we can read the state of particular object, right? Hope this particular Python pickling and Python unpickling is clear. Now to do the process of Python pickling or unpickling, we have pickle module in Python. We have discussed module concept of Python in separate video. You can find the link given in the description box. So basically this pickle module is used to serialize and deserialize a Python object. So when we say serialize, that means pickling, and deserialize means unpickling. So we can pickle any object on Python and we can save the state of that particular object on disk, right? Basically, at first Python pickle module serializes the object, then it converts the object into a byte stream, and this particular byte stream contains all the information necessary to reconstruct the object. So first we can save the state of particular object into a byte stream in a file, and then later in different Python script we can read the state of that particular object using unpickling. Now let's see the concept of pickling and unpickling in Python code. So here we are pickling a list, Python list. We have already discussed list data type in separate video. You can find the link given in the description box for detailed explanation. The first statement we need to write is import statement. So this is the syntax to import any module in Python. So first statement must be import pickle module, because we are pickling a list in this particular code. Next statement, we are creating a list. So here in this particular list we have 5 elements from A to E. Next we are creating file object, and this is the syntax to create file object. You can find the link given in the description box to understand the concept of file handling. So here file name is my file and mode is WB. So W stands for write mode and B stands for binary mode. So in pickling, particular object is converted into byte stream. So here mode is B mode, binary mode, and here we are going to save the state of particular object in this particular file. So mode is W, W stands for write mode, right? Next statement, we are saving the state of this particular list object in this particular file. So syntax is pickle dot dump. We are using dump function of pickle. We provides two parameter. First parameter is the object to be pickled, and next parameter specify the file name in which particular object will be pickled, right? So here first parameter is list, grade list. Next parameter is file obj. So we are going to save the state of this particular list in this particular file, right? Next statement is print statement, just a message, list has been saved to file, and next we are closing the file. So after running this particular code, this list has been saved to this particular file. When we try to read this file, data is in this particular format, and this particular format is not readable as the mode is binary mode and particular object has been saved in byte stream format. Now let's see how to unpickle this particular list. So this is the syntax to unpickle that particular pickled list. First is import statement that we need to write. Next we are getting the object of file. So this is the syntax to get the object of file. Here file name is my file because in this particular file list has been pickled, and now the mode is RB. Now we are reading this particular file, so mode is R, and B stands for binary mode because that particular data has been saved in binary format. Now the next statement is pickle.load. Now we are getting the pickled object and the function we use is load. Pickle.load, and we provide one parameter, and that parameter specify the file object name in which that particular object has been pickled. Now this particular function returns the pickled object, and when we print this obj, it will give the output as ABCDE, as this is the state of this particular obj. This is the list having 5 elements as we have seen earlier, and after this print statement we close the file. So using this particular load function we can unpickle the pickled object, right? Now let's see how to pickle user defined object. So first statement we need to write is import statement, import pickle. Next we are defining a class named employee, and this is the syntax to define class in Python. You can find the link given in the description box to understand the concept of class and object in Python. So here class name is employee. We have one init function that is the constructor of this particular class. So this is the parameterized constructor used to initialize emp name and emp id. Next function we have is display, and we are displaying the value of emp id and emp name inside display function. Now this is the class definition. Next we are creating object of employee class. obj1 equals to employee. This is the syntax to create object in Python. We are creating this particular object and we are providing two parameters to it. So this particular first parameter John will be assigned to name and 101 will be assigned to EID, and inside this particular constructor we are assigning name and EID to emp name and emp id, right? So for this obj1, emp name is John and emp id is 101. Next statement, we are creating another object of employee class with different parameters, Lena and 102. So for obj2, emp name is Lena and emp id is 102, because in this particular init function we are assigning emp name and emp id with these two parameters, right? Next we are creating object of file. So this is the syntax to create the object of file. Obj file is the file name, mode is wb as we have discussed earlier. Now we are using dump function of pickle. So pickle.dump, and we are providing two parameters to it, obj1 comma file. So obj1 is the object name and file is the file object. So here we are saving the state of this particular obj1 to this particular file, and in similar way we are saving the state of another object to this particular file. We are writing pickle.dump obj2 comma file. So here we have pickled two objects of employee class, and next we are printing successfully saved, just a message, and then file.close. So we have closed the file. In this particular Python code we have pickled two objects of this particular employee class. Now let's see how to unpickle these objects in another Python file. So first statement we need to write is import statement, import pickle module. This is the definition of employee class as we have seen earlier. We are getting the file object and this is the syntax. File name is obj file because this is the file in which we have pickled the objects. Now mode is RB because now we are reading the file. So R is read mode and B for binary. Now we are reading the pickled object using load function. So here syntax is pickle.load and we provide one parameter, that is file object, to be read. Now this particular function will return pickled object obj1. Now we are printing obj1.display as this is the object of employee class, and inside employee class we have display function. So we can invoke this particular function with this particular object. Next we are getting another pickled object using pickle.load and it returns the object, and we are invoking display function of this particular object, and next we are closing the file. When we run this code, output will be employee ID is 101, name is John. For another object, employee ID is 102 and employee name is Lena. So in this way we can unpickle the pickled object, right? Hope this particular code is clear. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write to me in the comment box. We can also use iteration to read all the pickled object inside file. No need to write pickle.load multiple times in a code. So here syntax is simple. We are using while loop. Inside while loop statement is pickle.load. From this particular file we are loading. So this particular function will return pickled object. In next statement we are invoking display function of this particular object. Display function of this particular object will print the associated AMP ID and AMP name of the employee. This particular code will execute for all the pickled object inside this particular file. At the end of this file, this while loop will throw exception. So we are writing this particular while loop inside try except block. We have already discussed the try except block in separate video. You can find the link to understand the concept of exception in Python. So here we are writing pass. This pass is the Python keyword, and this particular keyword means null statement. It tells the Python interpreter to do nothing. When this while loop encounters the end of this particular file, it will throw exception. It will go to this particular block, and in this particular block this keyword has been written, so it will do nothing, and next statement will execute, and that is file.close. So it will close the file, right? So in this way we can iterate through all the pickled object inside this particular file. When we run this code, output will be same. It will print employee ID and name of both the objects. So here you can see ID 101, name John, ID 102, name is Lena. So we can get the same output using iteration statement. Hope this code is clear. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write me in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video till the end.